special performance by Muggy Lou's Menagerie. It's Muggy Lou's Midnight Monologues.
Wow, that's a huge crowd.
What's going on, Muggy Lou?
No one said a word to me about this.
It's simple. The guest draws a topic card, and we have a discussion about that topic. And as your esteemed hostess, I'll be digging up each of your most embarrassing secrets. But don't worry, it'll only make you more endearing to the audience. So be grateful and fess up. So, now you know.
I see. I didn't know we were going to be part of the show.
This is all a little sudden for me.
I'm not sure I can talk. In front of everyone.
I don't mind. A swordsman is always ready to fight and to speak his mind.
Leave me out of it. I don't see any point in talking in front of a...
Bienfu has already warmed up the crowd. There's no escaping this.
Bienfu is good at the most random things.
But I don't want anything to do with this crazy...
Velvet, you of all people should know the world is made up of crazy things and random happenings. It's easy to run away from trouble and hardship, but that can start a habit of running. Tell me, do you think a coward who runs away from all their fights will ever be able to get their revenge?
I'm not afraid of anything. Your talk show doesn't scare me.
That's the spirit! Just spit it all out! Tell it like it is! We'll give a part of a secret word each week, so be sure to stay until the end!
Damn! How could I fall for that?
Muggy Lou can be convincing. Gotta be careful.
What's she going to make us say?
It's time to begin! What's in the cards for our discussion with this week's guest? Find out in the first ever Muggy Lou's Midnight Monologues! Let's start off by introducing our panel. Or we could just skip it.
Give me a break!
Don't be like that!
They're really into this.
Just the reactions I was hoping for.
All right, our first guest is someone who always cuts right to the chase.
Hi, I'm Rokuro Rangetsu, a prison island escapee. My hobby is perfecting my deadly swordsmanship, and my dream is to kill my brother.
Quite an introduction from the man himself. You really are fearless, aren't you?
I am. Come at me with a bow or a gun if you like. Although don't actually do that, because I'd have to kill you, so, you know.
While the audience still thinks that's a joke, let's move right along to our talk segment. There are 6 topic cards. Matters of the heart. Now here's the truth. My first time, my biggest shame, what turns me on, and anything goes. Now, we just put these cards in Muggy Lou's mystery box. And Rokuro, draw a card.
All right, this one.
And the card is my first time. Please, tell us about something that was a very special first experience for you.
Let's see. Well, I could tell you about the first time I killed a living thing.
Is that something you can talk about here?
Yeah, it went surprisingly well. It started off by cutting the poor guy's head off with my first swing.
Rokuro, I'm not sure this is appropriate.
Next, I stabbed him in the stomach and sliced upward, spilling his guts out. Then I cut along his spine, peeled all his flesh back, and ripped out his bones. And that is how I prepared my first fresh mackerel.
I thought you were talking about a person.
Well, it's all the same, really. The only real difference...
And that's all the time we have. Thank you for joining us, Rokuro.
That's all? Oh, I was gonna talk about the first time I killed a giant unidentified monster.
Next time, I don't want my show to get banned after its first performance. Last, give us your part of the secret word.
Right. The secret word starts with B-E.
Our next guest will be Eleanor!
Yes, at your service.
See you next week! Hello, and welcome back to Muggy Lou's Midnight Monologues. Each week, a different guest draws a topic card and reveals their secrets. Let's start off by introducing our panel. There they are.
Come on, that's just lazy.
Give us a real introduction.
They're really into this too. Even Laffy said.
Now that I've given the panel their requisite needling, it's time to introduce my second guest. Her tears flow like a dazzling river of stars. She's an exorcist and she knows what's best.
It's an honor to be here. Thank you for the introduction. Exorcist Praetor Eleanor Hume at your service.
Are you feeling well? You sound like a government official.
I'm just a bit nervous, but be at ease. If I am to do this, then I shall do it properly. Eleanor Hume will not let you down. I promise that.
Glad to hear it. By the way, are exorcists allowed to do work on the side?
It's a violation of regulations, actually.
Great. That means you're doing this for free. What a hardworking exorcist. Commendable. Now, on to tonight's topic.
But shouldn't you open with something with a little more energy?
Just draw a card for us, my charitable Eleanor.
It is your show, I suppose. I choose this one.
And the card is my biggest shame.
Why'd I have to draw that one?
In the voice of a cat's.
What did you say?
Take a really close look at the card. See?
Those letters are the size of fleas.
Hey, what kind of trick are you trying to pull? That really bites.
That's enough from the peanut gallery. You said you'd do this properly, Eleanor. Are all exorcists oath breakers?
Very well. Meow. I shall share an embarrassing tale, which I have told no one before. Meow.
Speak up! Be cuter!
This is from when I was a little kitten, meow. I had a secret then that I couldn't tell anyone, meow. And the secret was... meow.
You can do it, Eleanor. It's fine. You're being really cute.
This is far more embarrassing right now than what actually happened, meow.
Laffy said, looks like you did more harm than good.
Sorry. I got what I wanted, so we'll just have Eleanor Katz give out the next part of the secret word.
The next part of the secret word is R. Meow.
You can stop saying meow.
Meow, mortifying.
Our next guest will be Eisen. Meow.
Meow?
See you next week! Things are looking lively tonight, here on Magilu's Midnight Monologues. Now we'll introduce our panel. You each have 2 hours to introduce yourselves.
2 hours? 2 hours?
The show isn't even that long.
We're off to a thundering start.
With the panel out of the way, it's time to get to our third guest. This is a man who's dreadful as a foe and even more frightening as an ally.
I'm Eisen, the first mate of Ifried's pirates.
Ooh, you're solid as a rock, totally unruffled.
Of course I am. I practiced this by myself 256 times this week.
That's a strong work ethic for an outlaw.
You can say I've cased the joint and got this place on lockdown. Because to come unprepared would be criminal. Can you even hear me? I was sure that one would get a good laugh.
His confidence is what's scary.
Hang in there, Eisen.
Time to get us back on the rails. Eisen, draw your card.
Ugh, tough crowd tonight. Here.
And the card is what turns me on. Go ahead and tell everyone what stimulates you.
That's simple enough. Nothing gets me going like curios. Items like Groon's urn, distinct in form and cloaked in antiquity. The beauty of mysterious artifacts lights an unrivaled passion in my heart.
Did he really understand the question?
I'm not sure that's what Magilu meant by a turn-on, but it is hard to interrupt such passion.
Is there something in particular you like?
I was hoping you'd ask. My most recent prize is a tiger's eye teacup. It appears crude at first glance, but it is a masterpiece that sublimely reflects nature.
Marvelous! With that in mind, we had an expert appraise your Tiger's Eye teacup. Its shocking estimated value is an astounding, unbelievable 50 gold.
50 gold!
After careful analysis, we discovered that it's not a teacup, but a water dish for cats.
Impossible!
Well, let's just say I hope you picked it up at a steal.
Wait, if I picked the card at random, how did you have an expert look at my teacup?
Sorry, that's all the time we have. The next part of the secret word is S-E.
Hey, answer me, Magilou!
Our next guest, will be Laffyset. See you next week.
Get back here!
She just said victim, right? I have a bad feeling about this.
Here's what you've been waiting for. It's Magilou's Midnight Monologues. Each week, a different guest draws a topic card and reveals their secrets. This week, we have some mail for our panel. Dear Velvet, pay back the 100 gold you owe me.
I didn't loan anyone anything. Who wrote that anyway? Oh, you just wanted me to get worked up.
Precisely. And with that done, let's move on to our guest. It's our second mascot after Bienfu. Welcome, Laffyset.
Oh, so I'm second to Bienfu.
What's wrong? Did you think you were the cutest?
That's not what I meant.
Ah, but that's what's got you down, isn't it? Tut-tut, young man. Pride goes before a fall, my dear. Now show your humility and apologize.
I'm sorry that I thought I was cuter than Bienfu.
And to the balcony seats, too.
I'm very sorry.
That kid is too easy. She should be ashamed.
Good. Now, with your new outlook in mind, draw a topic card.
This one.
And the card is, now here's the truth. Since you're already feeling penitent, it's time to make a confession. Like that you've been secretly sniffing Velvet and Eleanor's clothing.
Fee would do no such thing.
That's right.
Actually, I do have a secret I've been keeping from everyone. It happened with something of yours. Something you'd taken off for the night.
Oh my! You're saying it was my clothing all along?
It was yesterday. I saw something fluffy in the grass. Velvet told me not to touch it, but I couldn't help myself. And so I snuck it back to the inn. But I didn't have anywhere to keep it. So I ended up putting it in your hat.
And that fluffy stuff was?
They were praying mantis eggs.
So that's why my hat's been wriggling about.
Laffyset, since Magilou is occupied right now, maybe you should take over.
Right. The next part of the secret word is R-I. And our next guest will be Velvet.
Yeah. As long as those mantises don't eat Magilou in the meantime.
Don't scare me like that!
See you next week.
It's that time of the week again! Welcome to Magilou's Midnight Monologues! What topic card will our guest draw in this, the final installment of our program? And here she is, a woman with an appetite for anything and everything!
I guess those mantises lost their appetite for you.
It was a close call, but I was saved by some heroic grasshoppers. May their noble sacrifice not be in vain. Now, on to the topic! Just 2 cards remain in Magilou's mystery box. Will it be anything goes or matters of the heart?
I'm sure you've got some scheme to make me draw matters of the heart, but it isn't happening.
Velvet, you don't know what trick she has planned. Stay sharp.
Eisen, I want you to do me a favor. Pray that I draw matters of the heart, all right?
Aye.
Now!
And the card is... anything goes!
Just what I hoped for.
Oh, you used Eisen's bad luck for your benefit.
I'm happy to help, but that still stings a bit.
As long as it's about matters of the heart.
What the? White ink on white paper? You're downright diabolical.
Indubitably. I wouldn't be much of a witch if I weren't, now would I? Besides, I'm the one who makes the rules here, so give up and spill it!
Fine, fine. People often complain about the taste of venison, but if prepared right, it makes a great main course. It can be tough, so a slow-cooked stew is wonderful if you're inexperienced with cooking it. There, those were my matters of the heart.
Oh, Velvet.
What a disappointment.
Alas, I thought we could all have a chuckle at your first love, but you went that route. All that for a pun, and a weak one at that. You think you're too good for this program?
I didn't say that.
It's not about what you said, my dear. What a pathetic excuse for an excuse. And after derailing this whole program, what do you have to say for yourself?
I'm sorry.
Speak up. I couldn't hear you.
I'm sorry.
And to the balcony seats, too.
I'm very sorry!
Dear audience, I ask that you forget I had any connection to this travesty. Now I bid you goodbye with a little song and dance.
By the way, next week we're having a special bonus program. It will be called Veracity with Velvet. Our guest will be Magilu. Don't miss it.
Huh? No one informed me of this.
This week's part of the secret word is A. Come back next week for the next one.
There's more to the secret word?
Hello and welcome to a special bonus performance by Magilu's Menagerie. It's Veracity with Velvet. You probably know how this is gonna turn out.
Wait, I don't like the sound of this at all!
You'll like the experience even less, my dear guest.
You're beginning to frighten me!
And the panel you all know and love.
Ah, give me a chance to escape! This is more of a barrier than a panel! I wasn't told I'd be treated like this!
On this program, we interrogate the witch based on the topic card she draws.
So now you know.
But Matters of the Heart is the only card left! This is a witch trial! Somebody call my lawyer!
I'm the one who makes the rules here. So give up and pick a card.
I guess I brought this upon myself. No! Watch as I break the chains of destiny! Hee-yah!
The card is Matters of the Heart.
Yeah, I didn't think that would work.
Now it's time to talk, Magilu. About the topic you tried to set me up with.
Fine, I'll show you. You're so bitter, just like my least favorite vegetable!
Artichoke hearts?
No, I was going to tell you about this really nice person I met the other day, very generous!
Let me guess, they had a heart of gold.
Actually, I just wanted to tell you about a card game!
Hearts, you mean?
Ugh, I'm out of ammunition. Oh, please forgive me! A witch can't talk about her love life!
She's actually crying.
Honestly, you have no spine at all.
All right, Magilu. Start off by apologizing to the balcony seats.
I'm so sorry!
In the upper balcony, too.
I'm so sorry!
And to the arena section.
I'm so sorry! Wait, is this a stadium?
And on that high note, it's time to say goodbye. That's all for our talk program. Thank you for joining us for these 6 weeks.
We hope to see you again someday.
And the final part of the secret word is the secret word.
Is that the best you could do? Come on, Magilu. You can't tack on more to the secret word.
You tacked on this special, didn't you?
What was the secret word anyway?
Let's see. From the start, it was...
B-E.
R.
S-E...
R-I...
A.
Is the secret word?
What on earth could it mean?
I can't say. But perhaps the answer lies within the heart of each person who hears it.
Right. I get that feeling too.
Yeah, could be. I still don't get it, though.
I guess that draws things to a nice close. But I'm still left a little unsatisfied.
Don't worry about it. You'll understand once we finish the main story.
What main story?
If you want the answer, look within your heart.